I bought in Luang Prabang. After that, I stayed in Vientiane most of my time because of all of the scholarship in Vientiane. I finished my high school in Vientiane, and after that, I have also my University of Medical University Sisawang Wong, medical doctor. So I have 7 years. And after that, I moved to Paris on 1982. And then when I moved to Paris, Orléans, I start the fine art school, so communication department, and so I have a master's degree. And after that, I had my first job, not to be artist, but to be medical doctor and to use the art to connect with the kid because I'm pediatric. And then I saw that like art is very important to connect, because when the medical doctor help you to have a life, the artist gives you the reason to have a life. So this is my challenge, to be artist and also to be medical doctor, so the same. And then, when I finished my fine art school, I work for the mental hospital. And then I think that it's not enough doctor and art. So I continue my second PhD on the psychopathologist.
In Paris?
In Paris, Sorbonne. And so that's like when I finish my PhD, and I have my first contact with the new generation, like from the diaspora, like the fourth generation. So my mission is like to link the bridge between the old generation and the younger to meet together through the culture and the art and the religion, and also to link the bridge between the new generation from Laos and from diaspora to meet together. And so that's like my reason to turn back home, not to stay in Europe, because I don't need to use the background for creation for my artwork, like the traumatism of exile, like the creed identity, like the traumatism of the war. But I would like to use only the doctrine from the Buddhism to do something, not to have like to suffer from the war, from the conflict politics. That's like I jump over this one. And I would love to give to the new generation that you can do. Okay, this is the story from your parents, from your grandparents, but you don't need to care the conflict from your parents. You need to. Lao is also your roots too. To be. That's like when I walk, I'm French. But also, I'm Lao also, too flexible. So I think that it's very nice to use this double identity, And I'm not conservator. I'm not also innovating, contemporary, but I am between, So every day when I start my artwork, I think every time adapt and adopt. You adapt the past and you adapt the future. And you do everything on the present, like the embroidery. The embroidery is the traditional artwork, but I moved to the contemporary, but the technique is the same. But the concept change, So this is the kind of my artwork. That's when I restore the temple, it's the traditional artwork. But how you can revisiting to the new contemporary artwork. So I think that we have no barrier between contemporary and traditional. So I collect, but I have a lot of things, So you can come in here, you can see like the Buddhist shrine, the Buddha shrine on this bag, and the silver collection from my family, because I come from the Viceroy family. It's the own item, and on this bag you have my ancestors, so you can see like my family. So it's my reading corner on this bag. This is like the royal fund. It's come from the country of Luang Prabang, but the two piece, this one is already purchased from the National Gallery of Singapore. It's like the ham, and after that you have the bead is come from the coral beads. Right. This one is from the gold thread from Paris, and the bead is the bronze bead.
Okay, but this leaf looks like banana leaf, is it?
It's a fun. It's like the royal fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a special royal fun, and so that's here you can see the process.
So is this how you do it?
Yeah, so this is like a when I made my you can see. So this is like this leaf. Yeah, this leaf.
Turning from that.
Yeah,
to this.
yeah.
Amazing work.
I think that it's important for the new generation to see, because when the past or the history you have no memory, it's very hard to support. So create something to put in the place of the memory. Like the stupa, the first representation of the Buddhism in the country is not the Buddha image, but it's the print, it's the stupa, it's the history. And then step by step they can build. So I think we are very happy to have the culture, and to have the history, and to have the ritual, everything. Please use this one for your force to build your personality and your identity. You don't need to turn back home to learn about your roots, but on the everyday lifestyle. So when I was in the United States, I saw the new generation. We would like to make the the dance performance, or music. Okay, start. I support you. So we have I start with the Lao-French Foundation, Virginia, in the Palm Foundation, Seattle, and also the Lao study in California.
This is part of your art?
Yeah, it's my first sculpture.
Wow, it's beautiful.
A long time already, over 20 years, 30 years already. So this is my artwork, the traditional embroidery, because I am recognized from the museum about my embroidery. So this is like my artwork, but in the traditional style.
Yeah.
And I adapt about for the contemporary artwork. You can see my artwork in the museum in the Quai Branly, Paris, and also in National Gallery of Singapore. Here, my new contemporary artwork is like the Impermanence of Life series.
Yeah, I've read about this story in particular, and I found it very interesting. I mean, it's very, very Buddhist-like.
Yes, for me, because
it?
I have an opportunity when I coming back. I work. I was a cultural and advisor for the Aman Resort, and Aman is like the high star of the hotel.
High-end hotel.
Yeah, and we have 32 around the world. We have 2 in United States, Wyoming, Utah, and also in Europe, and also here. So Amantaka. So that's I have the opportunity to meet many high people, like the Hollywood star, like the many rich people, but everyone is not happy, So that's what about Luang Prabang give for our guests, not like the Disneyland, not like the comfortable thing, but very humble style of life. So we are very happy to preserve the Buddhist religion. I'm Buddhist practice, so I use a lot of the philosophy from the Buddhism, like the impermanence of life, like everything's come, everything's gone. So for me, it's like your body is nothing, like the leaf is nothing, but your memory, but your experience, but your life is more than important about your body. Yeah. So that's like I make the embroidery about the leaf. You can see like not the perfect leaf, but the leaf use, and I use the material from Paris and the bead and everything. You can see like this piece It's like a go to the figure leaf. So this one is go to the Peranakan Museum, and you have this one. It's like the series of the mulberry leaf. This one is like the come from my last restoration temple in the Wat That Luang. So how the pattern from the window to join like the contemporary art. It's like the lantern for my next lantern festival. So this is like the own pattern come from the temple, but unfortunately the termite eat everything. So I say one day maybe I give to the center for the stencil in Luang Prabang. When I have the proposal to restore the temple, I send my team to explore first about the own pattern, the authentic pattern. Save it first, take note, and after that make like the plastic. For example, when my student come back, this is like the homework. This is like the homework. So only with the plastic batch, cover the stencil and you make the design, and after that when you make the design, come here. Like you make like the design, and after you cut the stencil, and after that you post the wall or the column of the temple and gilding. This is like the process of the art of the stencil. So now I'm very happy that we have the first theme of the Buddhist art stencil preservation inside the community of the Sangha, like the community of Buddhism. So I have one future leader. It's like the monk Somkiat, who is come from the Vajiputabat, and he start this year, the first year of Department of Architect. And I have one novice in the Fine Art School in Vientiane, and two another one may probably architect and a Fine Art School. I have a 7,000 stock of the stencil. Yeah, and you can see like this one. You can see how you make the stencil. Wow. So when I made the one stencil, I write where it come from, the time, and what about the meaning. So it's very important for the archive. For example, this one you can see. This one is the building, so you can see you can see from the temple. Yeah, so we have so we have many things. So I have 7,000 of pattern.
7,000 patterns.
Yeah, 7,000 pattern, and also it's my 9th temple restoration. But the first temple restoration I made a long time ago in Richmond, California, the Wat Lao Ratanaram
In the US.
in US.